Hi, my name is Martin. As I always say, Austrian and a psychologist. I'm a human factors guy. I put people first. 17 years with the Lufthansa Group, responsible for the training of pilots. And now I'm the head of people and learning development at the Swiss air navigation system, Skyguide. I think that the role of the leaders is actually crucial for everything, because they are the ones that should inspire and engage their people in learning. They should be a role model in it as well, and not just like introduce training and learning that like they have to be done or that they are mandatory or somebody came up with them. They really have to live it as well. But they also have to have this interest and knowledge about their people, and I call that really the focus on relationship management. We live in a society where a lot of leaders are still used to the year-end appraisal, and there is also usually a development plan evolved, and usually like they don't think about it the whole year, and then it comes, and then all of a sudden they have to fill things out, and they have to ask themselves, okay, how was the year? Like, how should I develop them? What do they really need? But if you have a proper relationship with your people, you know what they need. You know when somebody is at the top of the development, where they might not need anything currently, or they need something different, maybe a conference, or they develop something by themselves. And then there are people where you really need to help them in the development and discuss with them what competences they currently have, what they are afraid of, what their comfort zone is and all that. And then you pick the proper development for them and with them, you know. So it is really crucial to have this relationship. And as you ask, what is my role? I really invest a lot into this relationship management. I try to find out exactly where they stand, what they need. I have no problem saying to them, listen, I think you don't need anything for the next year or this year. But then I also ask them like what ideas they have, and then we challenge each other. Sometimes I have an idea and they say, oh, actually, I don't see it that way. Sometimes they have an idea and I say, maybe I don't see that for you, but I see something different for you. So I do believe a lot of leaders always believe that they know everything the best, and they do not involve their team. So what I'm trying is two things. First of all, I share personal insights and views and learning and knowledge by myself. So I have every month a newsletter where I share the quote of the month, what I pick, whatever comes in my mind or what's going on in the world. It could be personal, it could be about work, it could be about everything. And then I tell them in one page a story about that, how I see things, what is important to me. And then every newsletter, I give somebody in my team the chance to fill one page about something they want to share with their team. And it has to be about the knowledge transfer, about the learning. So that's quite cool because it's completely different. One did recently about self-defense. And she says like, well, can I really share this? I said like, it's a learning. It's something, it's a passion for you. Share it, why not? And people can make the transfer by themselves. What does that mean now for me in a personal life or even at work? And the second thing is that I also use our team meetings for learning. And by that, the way I do it is that in the newsletter, I share a lot of things that are administrative or what's going on in the company. So they can read that. But now I have more time in my team meeting where also one person can use a 1 hour slot and use it for learning and knowledge transfer. And they can be and should be as creative as they want. And it's funny, also recently, one of my team, he says, I want you to read something with me for half an hour. So everybody was reading, and then people started saying, well, that's a very valuable time what you're using here for personal reading. I said, yeah, but nobody has time for anything. And today we have an hour, so let's read something and afterwards let's discuss it for 30 minutes. And I think these are the moments where it shows it does not always have to be a training for a full day, or we don't have to send them somewhere, or it costs a lot of money. It's really about being creative, knowing what your team needs, all the knowledge and competences that are there, and share it with each other. And when you can start in your team, you can go the next step, do it between departments and do it at a company level. And that's one thing I would share. And it shows how important the leaders are here. But once again, they have to be role models, and they have to show that learning is also something for them, that they are willing to learn, that they are willing to reskill, upskill, whatever you call these buzzwords nowadays. And once you do that as a leader, the people will follow you.